Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Gaura Dhawanlal with the Midday News. The headlines. Delhi Metro closes 18 metro stations as a precautionary measure amid protests against Citizenship Amendment Act. Section 144 imposed at the Red Fort area in some parts of northeast Delhi. Police urge people to maintain calm and peace. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds talks with visiting Prime Minister of Portugal, Antonio Costa. Home Minister Amit Shah lauds role of paramilitary forces for restricting infiltration across the borders. President Ram Nath Kovind to chair second meeting of the Organising Committee on celebrations for 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And in football, India take on Sweden in the final of Under-17 women's tournament in Mumbai today. Amidst protests in the national capital against the amended Citizenship Act, Delhi Metro has closed the entry and exit gates of 17 metro stations in Delhi as a precautionary measure. In a tweet, the DMRC said that Lal Killa, Jama Masjid, Chandni Chowk, Vishwavidyalaya, Jamia Millia Islamia, Jasola Vihar, Shaheen Bagh, Munir Ka, Patel Chowk, Lok Kalyan Marg, Udyog Bhavan, Central Secretariat, Barakhamba, ITO, Pragati Maidan, Janpat and Khan Market are closed. Trains will not be halting at these stations. The gates of Vasant Vihar and Mandi House have also been closed. Interchange facilities available at Mandi House. Delhi Police has imposed prohibitory orders under CRPC Section 144 at the Red Fort area and some parts of northeast Delhi. Delhi Police officials told AIR that it has not given permission for a protest at Red Fort and Mandi House. Meanwhile, Delhi Police have arrested 12 more persons in connection with the violence during the protests in the northeast part of the national capital. Earlier, police had arrested 9 people in connection with the violence. Delhi Police has requested protest organisers to hold protests against the amended Citizenship Act at designated places only. Talking to reporters, Delhi Police PRO MS Randhawa appealed to maintain calm and peace. In Karnataka, Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has called upon people to maintain peace and harmony. He warned that rumour mongers will be dealt with sternly. The Chief Minister said that the Citizenship Amendment Act has the sanctity of India's constitution.
And appeal all the political parties, leaders and people in general to maintain calm on the issue. CAA is no threat to the people of this country. It is only an act applied to the people from other countries who seek citizenship. Vested interests who are opposing this are doing it with a political intention, and people of this country are intelligent to understand their political motto.
The appeal by the Chief Minister comes in the wake of left-leaning organisations holding protests against the amended Citizenship Act in the state. Sporadic incidents of protest were reported from Bengaluru, Mangaluru, Hassan, Hubli, Kalburgi and Ballari. The police DG met the Chief Minister and briefed him about the prevailing law and order situation. The protest took place violating prohibitory orders issued by the state government. The prohibitory orders, which commenced this morning, will continue till Saturday. The police department has issued notices to the public against spreading communal hatred through social media. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Prime Minister of Portugal, Antonio Costa, in New Delhi. Mr. Costa arrived early this morning on a 2-day working visit to India. Both leaders are expected to discuss a wide range of issues and mutual interest. Our correspondent reports India and Portugal share warm and friendly relations. Portugal views India as a vibrant, pluralistic democracy, a major world economy, and an ancient civilization with which it has close historical and cultural ties. Home Minister Amit Shah today said that certain elements who do not want peace in India are trying to infiltrate through the Nepal and Bhutan border, but paramilitary forces are preventing such incursions. He was addressing the 56th raising day of the Sashastra Seema Bal SSB in New Delhi today. The minister said the SSB's contribution towards the unity and integrity of the country is exemplary, and the nation salutes those martyrs who sacrifice their lives while guarding the border. borders. Mr. Shah said the government is considering the preparation of a system which ensures that the forces of the Central Armed Police Forces will get at least 100 days to spend with their families.
सशस्त्र सीमा बल के हर कैडर में बड़ी संख्या में भर्ती करने का अनुमोदन भी भारत सरकार ने किया है कि 2020 के अंत तक लगभग 12,000 कर्मी और सशस्त्र सीमा बल को मिल जाएंगे.
The minister appreciated the programs run by the SSB for citizens residing in the border areas and said that it also shows the human face of the SSB. On this occasion, he honoured several SSB personnel for their bravery and outstanding performance. Rural Development Minister Narendra Singh Tomar has said the vision of achieving a $5 trillion economy and taking the nation to the path of development will be impossible if the progress of villages is not given due consideration. He said the removal of imbalance between the lifestyle of villages and cities is the need of the hour. Mr. Tomar was speaking at a national awards distribution function in New Delhi today. He stressed on the need to provide all basic facilities equipped with modern technology to every village. The minister said combined efforts can empower villages and reduce the practice of mass migration of villagers to cities.
घाटे की खेती बंद होकर मुनाफे में आए, खेती के प्रति आकर्षण बढ़े, खेती की तरफ लोगों की उन्मुखता बढ़े और अधिकाधिक लोग टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग करके खेती में उत्पादकता भी बढ़ाएं, देश की भी आवश्यकता को पूर्त करें और दुनिया की आवश्यकता को भी पूर्त करने की दृष्टि से भारत एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ योगदान कर सके, यह निश्चित रूप से समय की आवश्यकता है.
Around 266 awards were given to individuals, institutions, panchayats and blocks for their exemplary contribution in rural development. Tamil Nadu backed the Golden Award for running the maximum number of developmental programs at the village level. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today held a fifth pre-budget consultation with representatives of various trade unions and labour organisations in New Delhi in connection with the forthcoming General Budget 2020-2021. During the meeting, representatives of trade unions and labour organisations shared their views and suggestions regarding labour and employment issues. Discussions were also held on skilling, reskilling and upskilling of the existing labour force. Quality of job creation and ensuring minimum wages for workers were discussed. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. President Ram Nath Kovind will preside over the second meeting of the Organising Committee on the celebrations for the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi in New Delhi today. Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Costa will also attend the meeting. Here is a look at the various activities undertaken as a part of the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Bapu.
All tableaux in the Republic Day parade this year were centered around the theme of Mahatma Gandhi. As a special Karyanjali to the father of the nation's virtue of forgiveness, 2,037 prisoners across the country were released. 3 core Gandhian sites of Noakhali in Bangladesh, Hindi Prachar Sabha in Chennai and Gandhi Smarak Museum in Barakpur were renovated. Apart from this, video of Vaishnav Jan sung by famous singers at iconic places of 134 countries were prepared and published. 76 countries have released commemorative stamps on Mahatma Gandhi. On September this year, Prime Minister inaugurated the Gandhi Solar Park at UN headquarters during the Gandhi at 150 commemorative event. A number of activities are lined up for the next year, which include digital exhibitions, Gandhipedia project, global cycling event, and tree plantation drive by Indian missions abroad. With Bhupendra Singh, Suparna Saikia, AIR News, Delhi.
The Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment, Thawar Chand Gehlot, has said that people should learn more about the values shared by Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. He was addressing the inaugural memorial lecture to mark the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi at Ambedkar International Centre in the national capital today.
उन्होंने बड़े बड़े आंदोलन किए, पर वो अहिंसावादी आंदोलन. उन्होंने स्वयं ने अन्याय सहन किया, परंतु दूसरे पर अन्याय करने की कोशिश नहीं करने दी. इसी प्रकार से महात्मा गांधी ने भी देश की आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी, देश की जनता की भलाई के लिए सारा जीवन खपा दिया, परंतु सही जानकारी के अभाव में विकृतियां पैदा होने लगी, आंदोलन हिंसात्मक होने लगे और उसके कारण देश को जो तेज गति से विकास करने का अवसर मिला है उसमें कहीं न कहीं थोड़ा बहुत अवरोध पैदा होता है.
The theme of the event was From Mahatma to Modi, the Idea of India. In Jharkhand, all arrangements have been put in place for the fifth and final phase of assembly elections tomorrow. 16 constituencies spread over 6 districts of the Santhal Pargana region will go to polls in this phase. Polling in 5 assembly segments of Borio, Barhat, Littipada, Maheshpur and Sikaripada will be held between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. In the remaining 11 seats, voting will continue till 5 p.m. The Jharkhand Chief Electoral Officer Vinay Kumar Chaube said polling parties have been dispatched for their destinations. They have been instructed to reach their respective booths by this afternoon. More from our correspondent.
275 companies of Central Paramilitary Forces have deployed respective areas to ensure trouble-free elections. They will be deployed at each polling booth. Over 41,000 armed security forces of state government have also been deployed. Security forces have been instructed to maintain strict vigil to avoid untoward incidents. Out of 5,389 booths, 3,455 booths are either hypersensitive or sensitive. Flag march is being carried out in sensitive areas to instill confidence among the voters. Border of Jharkhand along Bihar and West Bengal has been sealed to check infiltration of anti-social elements during polling process. With KKLal report from Ranchi, Sanjeev Jasrotia, AIR News.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has expressed confidence that under the leadership of the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Boris Johnson, the strategic partnership between both countries will strengthen further. Mr. Modi congratulated Boris Johnson over telephone on his electoral victory in the recently concluded elections in the UK. He conveyed to Mr. Johnson that his re-election as Prime Minister reflects the faith reposed by the people in him and the Conservative Party. The British Prime Minister thanked Mr. Modi for his good wishes and expressed his commitment to further strengthen India-UK ties. Mr. Modi extended an invitation to Mr. Johnson to visit India, and Mr. Johnson accepted the invitation. Donald Trump has become the third U.S. president in history to be impeached by the House of Representatives, setting up a trial in the Senate that will decide whether he remains in office. President Trump's Republicans control the Senate, so it is highly unlikely that he will be removed from power. The White House released a statement saying that the president was confident that he will be fully exonerated in a Senate trial. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 96 points to 41,654. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also gained 25 points to trade at 12,247. However, the rupee at the forex market depreciated 9 paise to 71 rupees and 6 paise against the US dollar in afternoon deals. In football, Indian women will play Sweden in the final of the three-nation under-17 tournament in Mumbai today. The match will be played at 5:30 p.m. The hosts edged out Thailand 1-0 in the last round-robin game on Tuesday. India head coach Thomas Dennerby said his team is going to push for the victory even as they face a superior side whom they lost to 3-0 in the first match of the tournament. The International Astronomical Union (IAU) announced the names of newly discovered stars and planets, where the name of Sharjah was chosen for a star, with Barjil being the name of one of its planets. The announcement was made yesterday during a press conference of the IAU in Paris, celebrating the centennial of the Union. During the announcement, organizers lauded the efforts and contributions of the Emirate of Sharjah to the global scientific community. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Delhi Metro closes 18 metro stations as precautionary measure amidst protests against Citizenship Amendment Act. Section 144 imposed at the Red Fort area and some parts of north-east Delhi. Police urge people to maintain calm and peace. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds talks with visiting Prime Minister of Portugal, Antonio Costa. Home Minister Amit Shah lauds role of paramilitary forces in restricting infiltration across the borders. President Ram Nath Kovind to chair second meeting of the Organising Committee on celebrations for 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And in football, India take on Sweden in the final of Under-17 women's tournament in Mumbai today. And with that, we end the Midday News.